What's happening, everybody? This is James coming back at you once again with another video. Today we're going to be highlighting the extremely popular UltraColor soft transfer from Stahls. So if you don't know what this is, UltraColor soft is a full color transfer that you can order through transferexpress.com. I have recommended them in other videos. I use these transfers constantly, and in this video we're going to be using this transfer here in a charcoal gray for a hat that we're doing for a client. So a lot of people have been requesting, hey, what's the process for UCS aka UltraColor soft? So the process is going to be shown here today, so you're going to be able to learn how to put it on a hat. That way you can not only do the leather patches as you've seen in my previous videos and vinyl, but now you're going to know how to be able to order transfers from Transfer Express and press them on your hats. So here we go. So again, today we're going to be featuring the Richardson 112. I got these hats and I think they are just the coolest looking hats. This is the heather gray with the amber gold. Just a gorgeous, stunning looking hat. So we're going to use this hat. So those of you that have never pressed the Richardson 112, this is called the FP version because it's 5-panel. 5-panel meaning there's no seam going down the middle. So when you're doing transfers like these, in my opinion, the 5-panel is going to look better because you don't have that seam interfering with the middle of the transfer. The cool thing though about UltraColor soft transfers is that even if there is a seam going down the middle of the hat, you won't have to worry about that because these transfers will go right over that seam with no issues and they won't look bad at all. So Stahls TV actually has some videos on that. I'll probably do that later on in another video, but for the most part I always use 5-panel hats because in my opinion I just think they look better. I don't need no seam going down the middle of my hat if I don't need it. If it's just gonna interfere with the look of my design, then I don't need it. So there you go, a little bit of wisdom. All right, so here we go. Again, flip your thing out. All right. Oh, you know what? Let me go over the heat settings real quick. Okay, so here's the settings for what I have. Remember, these are my settings personally. What may work for me may not necessarily work for you. So make sure you practice and dial in your own settings when you're doing your custom apparel. Okay, so upper platen 285, lower platen 300 degrees. Hotronix recommended settings is 320. For me personally, I find that 320 tends to heat it up a little too much, especially when you're at 45 seconds on this press. I see a little separation happening with the buckram in the back of the hat. So 300 is where I'm at. Your first timer is your preheat timer for your hat. So I have that set to 7 seconds, which I'm going to change that real quick. 7 seconds. That's so that you can warm up the hat and then really conform it to the lower platen. And then your second timer you have for 45 seconds. And then after that, if you want to be able to press your transfer, then after the 45 seconds is done and you've cooled your hat, you've cooled your transfer, you did your cold peel, you want to put the hat back on and then go ahead and, you know, do another 10-second transfer to just kind of, you know, really get it in there and adhere everything. You can. So you could do a third timer for 10 seconds, which I have. Or, you know, if you're fine at the 45 seconds, if your results come out nice, then that's all you need to worry about. So here we go. You're going to need a little heat tape for this. And here's what I would recommend before you go putting the hat on the press is you're definitely going to want to get some heat tape. Okay. Now to be able to get your heat tape, just put your transfer on a piece of silicone and then get your heat tape and just tape across it, because you will want to kind of make sure it's long enough. You want about at least a ½ inch or so past the transfer. So take your transfer like this and give yourself a little fold over on one side, okay? This will help peel that tape off after the fact, okay? So just something simple, just like that. Just kind of fold it over, that way you can grab this end and peel it when it's all said and done. Now, go ahead and put the hat on the press. The reason why I say that is because you don't want the hat sitting too long on the lower platen. You know, just give it just what it needs. Remember, like I said before, with a Richardson, get it on there. Get it on there and just give it a little, you know, little tug, and then smooth it out with your palms a little bit. You're gonna feel that hat start to warm up, okay? And then you're gonna take your silicone, lay it on the top of the hat, on the bill to protect it, and now you're gonna do your warm up. So 7-second warm up, that's gonna help conform the hat even more so. So that way you are guaranteed to get that good pressure. See, now we can really feel it against the platen. And when you're doing UltraColor soft transfers, that's what you really want. You want to make sure you really got that. Now take your transfer. Here we go. Line it up. Get your silicone back on. You can use the silicone or you can use your foam pad that came with the Hotronics. So with the Hotronics, you get these 3 foam pads. You can also order these on stalls. With UltraColor Soft, if you're not using silicone, then you'll need to use the 1/8 inch pad. You also can go, for those that need the application instructions, you can go on Stahl's website. You can download the application instructions, which give you the different foam pads you use, and then the settings for your heat press. So this is a 45-second press, and remember, with UltraColor Soft, it's very critical you let these transfers cool. Okay, I don't know the process of what they're using. I mean, it could be some type of DTF transfer. It could be, you know, some type of laser transfer, but I mean, that's what you should have. Now let this just cool. So I'm gonna let this cool down, and then we'll come back to the video. I will show you the peeling process of these types of transfers. If any of you have seen how to peel like a white toner transfer or a DTF transfer, you don't just peel it off. It's more of a, you take it by the corner and you roll it off. It's a nice tight peeling roll. You don't just rip it off like you would Caesar or some type of other vinyl. It doesn't work that way. So for these, it's a tight roll, and that's going to guarantee a cleaner peel when you're working with this material. So I'm going to go ahead and let this cool, and then we'll come back and we'll see the results. Okay, everybody, so we're back. This has had a chance to cool. Now you're going to take your transfer and you're going to do a tight peel. Just like that. So there you go. One custom hat. I mean, the detail you can really see. I mean, that's the cool thing about a nice custom transfer. I mean, yeah, the transfer is a little crooked, but this was just for practice. But if you have any type of indentation lines from the actual masking itself, this is why I was saying you can go ahead and take the hat, put it back on the press, and then you can just give it another 10 seconds, which we're going to do now. So I'm going to go ahead and back this off just a little bit. So I'm going to put this back down, and this is where you'll just use your silicone. And then that really kind of just makes any type of residual glue just kind of disappear. Okay. So there you go, guys. UltraColor Soft. It's not a very hard method to do. It gives you beautiful results. You can really get creative when it comes to doing something custom for your clients. In this case, this is for Conan Orchards. We also did for them the leather patch that was on the other hats. And then this is more of a custom, style. They wanted something affordable for, some other hats, and this was a perfect way to give them something custom, but it still looks hot. I mean, this is a really nice look, this charcoal gray on the heather gray with the amber gold. I think is just banging hot. I mean, I'd rock that hat in a second. So there you go, UltraColor Soft. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description on how you can order that. Watch my other videos. I show you guys how to gang up your logos and your designs all in one sheet so that you can really utilize your cost when it comes to different designs and being able to put as many transfers as you can on one gang sheet and then place the order through Transfer Express. So that link will be in the description. Use it, that's what it's there for. And then when you do use it, it helps me and it helps the channel out, pays the bills, keeps the lights on, and helps me to keep making videos like this. So till the next video, which might be beanies. Yeah, might be beanies. So until that video comes out, my name is James. This is Essential Apparel, and I'm out.